I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at the Invincible Iron Man issue number 593. Who will wear the armor? Who will claim the Stark legacy for themselves? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, it's Stark Expo time again. A happy time for everyone, and a time filled with wonderful Brian Michael Bendis Easter eggs if you're willing to find them. Oh look, the Illuminati. Granted, there's a bit of a dark cloud hanging over the expo this year, and that is there is no Tony Stark to help run it. Luckily, his mother, former rock star and DJ, has stepped on in to be the master of ceremonies. Riri Ironheart is there too, so there's at least some sort of iron superhero flying around, which is good for company and fan morale. Of course, all of this still begs the question on how much the general public actually knows about Tony's coma and why he hasn't been around in the last year or so. It gets even more confusing when you stop and consider everyday Joes also saw the Hollow Tony running around helping people during the Secret Empire. So, you know what, I don't think we're supposed to think about it. Overall, the show goes off without a hitch. Tony's mom and MJ really pulled together on this one, calling in a lot of favors from the music, fashion, and club industry. Of course, even though the company is doing really good and making a lot of money now, that's not good enough for the evil board of directors who have evil plans to oust MJ and Tony's mom from power. Even though they literally tried this exact same ploy when Tony went undercover and went missing for a bit. They even went so far as to hire the Ghost to try and do a little corporate espionage. But once again, Brian Michael Bendis wants to forget stuff that he himself wrote early on in his Iron Man days. Of course, Tony and Riri aren't the only Iron people of note. There's also Dr. Victor Von Doom, who's been making a go of trying to redeem himself as a superhero under the guise of the infamous Iron Man. You'll recall at the end of his solo book, Doom had managed to capture about 100 of the country's most dangerous metahumans and take them off to Stryker's Island. Unfortunately, that place was staffed by S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, and as S.H.I.E.L.D. has fallen apart as part of Secret Empire and Marvel Legacy, all those cons just kind of walked out and now they're all gunning for Doom. Victor hopes he might be able to get a little sympathy from Ben Grimm the Thing, hoping that now that he is no longer an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., surely they can get along right. Only no, Ben's hatred for Victor runs much deeper than alliances such as that. In fact, the Thing really goes hard on Iron Doom in this issue, saying no matter what good he accomplishes in the guise of Iron Man, the blood will never wash off his hands for his time as Dr. Doom. Ouch. Now back over at Stark Enterprises, all of the important women in Tony's life realize that his comatose body is missing from where they were housing it. They all also have some very different ideas about what could have happened. Some jump to the conclusion that he had to have been kidnapped even though their security is untouched and impeccable. Others believe that maybe he just got up and walked away. I mean, after all, he was the former head of S.H.I.E.L.D., and if he doesn't want to be found, he doesn't have to be found, especially seeing as he left the superhero community on not so great terms after the end of Civil War II. It's Riri, though, who has the idea that if they want to find him without causing too much of a fuss, they might have to reach out to the only person smart enough to track him down, and that is, well, Dr. Iron Doom. Why they wouldn't just reach out to his friends in the Avengers is beyond me, but hey, we gotta get Dr. Doom involved in this story somehow. Oh, but wait, we're not done yet. You see, from there, the comic transitions on over to some mysterious place filled with a bunch of tanks that look like, well, they look like clone tanks. Some hairless, pained, malformed individual stumbles out of it only to go on over to where a big rack of Iron Man armors are and get inside one of the oldest looking ones. Who is this person? What do they want? What's their connection to Tony Stark? Well, we don't know, and that's why we'll have to come back next time and find out. So that was Invincible Iron Man, everybody, and overall it was pretty good. Not great, but enjoyable enough. It got the job done. Like a lot of these brand new Marvel Legacy titles, this issue is meant to be a fresh jumping on point, and as such they spend a lot of the comic runtime trying to get lapsed fans up to speed. Which, you know, is perfectly good if you need the refresher course, but for someone like me who's been reading all the Iron Man books up until right now, it's hard not to feel a little punished for paying attention. Not sure how I feel about all these different Iron characters running around and now a possible clone just to really confuse things.
But hey, it's a pretty interesting setup, and I'll definitely be coming back to see what happens next. Overall, I'd give this one a 7 out of 10. So that's Invincible Iron Man, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, want to check out some of the other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on social media at CaveJoel, so you're always the first to know when new videos are coming out. And hey, Christmas is fast approaching. Want to get some great comic book trades for you or your friends? Then hey, head on down to the description of this very video and use my book depository link. Not only will you not pay a cent on shipping and handling, but a small percentage goes to support me and the channel. So you win, I win, everybody wins, am I right? So until next time, this has been CaveJoel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.